Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that we have all come to realize is that the political atmosphere is currently changing in our country. The lovers and protectors of President William Ruto are currently changing their tune. Why am I saying this? According to the intel that we are receiving, two leaders who are very crucial and instrumental in President William Ruto's circle are currently having second thought, and they are moving so swiftly to change their political direction ahead of the 2027 general election due to the involvement of President William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga in the political realm of the Republic of Kenya. When you look at how Speaker Moses Wetangula has been behaving lately, it is clear that Moses Wetangula has changed his direction in regards to him supporting President William Ruto, because Wetangula has lost what he held as the dignity of him supporting President William Ruto was because of President William Ruto being held to account and respecting the memoranda of understanding that Ruto and Wetangula had ahead of the 2022 general election through the Kenya Kwanza and the Ford Kenya side affiliation. I mean the UDA and the Ford Kenya signed MOU. Now Wetangula has seen that it has dawned on him that President William Ruto is not going to respect their MOU. It has dawned on him that he, together with his the coalition brother, that is Musalia Mudavadi, they are being left out by President William Ruto intentionally, because Raila Amolo Odinga has come into the picture, and William Ruto believes that Raila Amolo Odinga brings into the table the whole of the western region, the Mulembe Nation and the Luo Nation votes. Now Wetangula is secretly plotting a move that will counter William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga kicking him out as the Speaker of National Assembly. Remember, Moses Wetangula went ahead to disagree with the court order that was issued against him by the High Court of the Republic of Kenya, where it declared that Azimio la Umoja were the majority in Parliament. But Wetangula went ahead to rule opposite of that, and did away with the ruling of the High Court and went ahead to appeal at the Court of Appeal that the ruling by the High Court could not be instrumental currently. But the Court of Appeal also declined to uphold the ruling of Moses Wetangula. So Moses Wetangula is currently being held in contempt of court. And in respect of the Constitution and the law of this republic, he has to step down as the Speaker of National Assembly. And if he steps down as the Speaker of National Assembly, that means he loses his relevance to President William Ruto. And him being in violation of the court order, or being in contempt of court, he can't continue serving in position which is serving. Now remember, currently the parliament is in recess. Once the parliament returns and they return to their normal businesses, and Wetangula continues to hold this position, that means he will be in contempt of court, and it will be a violation of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. Now Moses Wetangula has realized that Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto knows that once the National Assembly resumes its business, they have no otherwise than to do away with Moses Wetangula. And that is why currently you have all seen Moses Wetangula started speaking the George Natambea's language, which is the unification of the Mulembe Nation. Are we together? When you look at it in that dimension, you realize that Wetangula wants to prove to President William Ruto, I still have impact in your government. I still can deliver the Mulembe Nation votes in your ballot box. So, don't do what you did to Gachagua to me. That is what Wetangula is telling President William Ruto. Now remember, even in the side MOU, Wetangula had one key perspective. And I mean, one key request to President William Ruto throughout the Kenya Kwanza administration for the 5 years that they will be in power since the year 2027, 2022 to 2027, that the Kenya Kwanza administration will always give the docket, I mean the cabinet docket of health to the Ford Kenya party and to Moses Wetangula's team. But William Ruto has violated that, because as of today we all know that Speaker Moses Wetangula person, who the first person was Nakumincha, the second person was Deborah Mlongo, but the both of them, Nakumincha was removed, Mlongo was transferred to the docket of environment, and Aden Duale is currently taken over as the cabinet secretary of health. Are we together? For Wetangula, he knows he is losing everything, and so the best option at the table is try to prove to President William Ruto that he is still instrumental and that he still has some influence in the western region, so President William Ruto can't draw him out. Are we together? Now for Musalia Mudavadi, he knows that he can do nothing because he has no bargaining power, for he dissolved his party, the ANC party, and merged it with the UDA party. But Wetangula has still maintained his party's structure. The Ford Kenya party structures are still in existence, so he has some bargaining power, and that is why he feels left out in the current MOU and in the current understanding between President William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga, where Raila Amolo Odinga is going to take everything from Moses Wetangula. On the other side, we have the Speaker of the Senate, Amason Kingi, who is the leader of PAA party. Now, the PAA party has been left out as well. Now, the people from the coastal region believe that Amason Kingi, who was their representative in Ruto's government, is currently non-influential, because the former governor of Nairobi and the current cabinet secretary of mining, Ali Hassan Joho, he has a current footing in Ruto's government through the ODM MOU. So Ruto feels he has no need for Amason Kingi, while he still has who? While he still has Joho on his side. So Kingi feels that he is being undermined. And I tell you soon, the cabinet docket of sport, which is held by Salem Voria, who is also affiliated to Amason Kingi, is being given over and handed over to Raila Amolo Odinga's people. So Amason Kingi and Speaker Moses Wetangula are feeling that they are being left out. So secretly they are plotting on how they will counter these demotions that are set to take place in the Kenya Kwanza administration by the first week of the first week of April 2025. Are we together? That's what's up. Now I want to hear your comments in regards to Speaker Moses Wetangula and Speaker Amason Kingi. If these two people are set to be removed, the Speaker of the Senate will be handed over to either Ruto's person or Raila's person. But one position that we know clear will go to Raila Amolo Odinga's people is the Speaker of the National Assembly. And Otiende Amolo is set to take over that position. So what does fate hold for Moses Wetangula and Amason Kingi? Leave your comment on the comment section, and I'll see you in our next video. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.